Oh my god. Please, a room. Oh! Oh my god, a room! What's going on? The first room that I check, it's actually something that I want to join. It's like I'm living in a dream. What a beautiful quest. This is like... What's going on? Like... Oh my god. Sorry, waiting on friend. Oh, thanks. God, you fucking suck. Fine then, asshole. Waiting on friend. The one good fucking room I join in this fucking game, for the first time ever, I join the room, they're having a great quest on the board, 3 barrels. I haven't done 3 barrels in forever, and they're all high rank, and, you know, they're ready to go, ready to hunt. Sorry, waiting on a friend. Make it a passworded room, you fucking turnip. See this shit here? Yeah, see how there's a fucking password? Use it. Then you don't have to sit there waiting for a friend, asshole. Stupid cunt. I'm just in a foul mood after that. You know, I was excited. I'm thinking, oh, finally a great room. It's like, what's going on here? Oh, sorry, we're waiting on a person. Which means that I'll have to get the fuck out. Fucking assholes, honestly.
Oh, beautiful. Magnifique.
Fuck. What's with the Do I know you? I don't know. Maybe he remembers me from trial, some shit. Probably not. Letting you know beforehand? Oh god, what are you gonna tell me? No kicking or knocking? What? You for real? So if I go up to him and do the kicking animation to him, what's he gonna do? Oh fuck, I should play with this one. I can't. Oh man. This is actually like a flashback to Try. That sort of weird shit is exactly the sort of thing that happened in the Try community. Now, Try was the kind of place where all sorts of weird shit would happen like that. Drama over the most bizarre of things. For instance, this guy seems the type to get upset if I actually kick him in-game and he thinks I'm being disrespectful. That's the kind of weird shit I'm talking about, you see. That's entertaining as fuck. I should do it. And I'll knock him. I'll like do a shield bash to his fucking face. That would be extremely entertaining. Oh man, why do you do these things, man? I mean, when you say something like that, I'm only going to be encouraged to do that, because I don't care if you kick me. What? Like, I'm at the point where I couldn't care less what you do, man. I just, like, okay, I leave the room, what a shame. I'll just join a different one. It's worth it for the entertainment of annoying some asshole like you. But anyway, yeah, welcome to Random Hunts in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It is currently part 29, and I'm fighting a Baroth. Now, as far as the elemental weaknesses of the Baroth, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. In Try, the Baroth was weak to fire, I think, when it had mud on it, and then when it didn't have mud on it, it would be weak to water, I think. That's how it worked. But anyway, I don't know if that's still something that's happening now in this game. It might just be fire and that's all, but either way, I'm going with a fire weapon because why not? So, yeah, I don't really know what to say other than the fact that I'm soloing this thing. Doesn't bother me, dude. Yeah, well, something's going to bother him in a moment when I go and kick him. When the quest is over, don't you worry, I'll do a shield bash and just annoy him. I just find it funny that he probably says something like that because he has experienced it before, but the thing is, he doesn't realise that by saying that, he's going to experience it more. It's quite entertaining that he takes the time to even say it, so I don't really know what he thinks he's doing. He must be from Try, this guy. He has to be. A relic from an age of strange players in a strange community. Really is nostalgic, but anyway. I mean, just when I do say that Try was a strange place, it was also a very entertaining place because of how strange it was, but you know, just strange personalities with people who had strange quirks going on. One of those being a good example of the sort of thing that I'm talking about. But anyway, just yeah. Once again, I haven't fought the barrel for a while. I don't think I have done that since like part 7 of this video series. I don't know. I mean, I know that I did it in part 7, but I'm pretty sure it was part 7. Double check that in the playlist, see if I'm right. But oh, really? You're saying feeding? Are you playing... I was just reading the chat, that's why I was silent for a moment. He's saying feeding. Look, I have friends who play League of Legends. They say feeding. I mean, who the fuck says that? Pinky will probably misunderstand and assume that I'm talking to him, but anyway. Because he seems the type to have a real, like, ego, I'm not too sure, but regardless... Wait, isn't there only one monster left? How come they're still hanging around in that room? What's with this guy? What's he going on about? Like, who... What's he saying? I'd feed in LOL too, I bet. Did you say that? Really? I mean, I don't really know what this guy's going on about, simply because... I only mentioned LOL because I'm sure that that's where he gets the terminology from. Either that or it's just MMO terminology, I'm not too sure. It's just that I have no real interest in League of Legends, and it kind of annoys me that people are bringing that terminology into a game like this. I mean, fuck off. But anyway, I may as well carve, because why not? Oh yeah, no carving. Let's hit this guy. Come on, please get hit by this. Oh yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Too funny. Okay, I'm gonna fuck around with him a bit. He's not gonna take this, like, he's not going to see the humour in this at all. You see. I find this to be hilarious, but he's not going to find this hilarious at all. I'm just gonna walk away. I fucking knew that this guy, oh my god. Yeah, I just feel like I wanted to say you're a class act, because just like, it's so strange that someone can be so... I don't even know what to call it, like, you have a pine cone up your ass. I mean, I don't really know how to work that into the sort of sentence that I'm looking for, but, you know, kind of make it a, more of a noun, like being a, you know, person with a pine cone up their ass. But, you know, it's so bizarre to me that these people can exist, because to me, I just don't really understand what there is to... That guy was quick. He was very fast to disconnect me there. I'll join back, because I really don't have anything else to be doing with my time right now other than bothering this guy, because, you see, it's quite entertaining for me to just bother people who are honestly that... I don't really know what word I could possibly use to describe this human being. You just... I don't know. Someone who just takes this game way too seriously, obviously. I mean, does he think that... Is he self-inserting or what? I help noobs. Oh, here we go. I'll join back. So, I'm just doing this purely out of interest to see how he reacts. Either he'll kick me immediately, or he'll engage in conversation and try to have an argument with me. I'll probably just start off by saying, you're a class act, mate, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Immediate disconnect, I will join back. And I suppose we'll speed up this process. I'll do it a lot of times just to really get on his nerves. What I find entertaining about this is that because it's very quiet in the servers at the moment, it's very easy for me to just keep doing this because... And I'm sure you're wondering why I bother, why do I spend the time to do it? It's because these sorts of people deserve to be annoyed by very simple things. You see, if they're the type of person who gets annoyed by something so trivial, I mean, it's not even ill-intentioned, really, on my part. It's just, I feel that if you are the type of person to get annoyed by it, you really do deserve to be annoyed by it. Ah, damn, someone else joined. Son of a bitch. Problem with this guy is that he does have a room title like this and he's a high hunter rank, so people will join. Because they're thinking, oh, you know, I want help, I need to get this, I need to get that. So they will join, so unlucky for me. But definitely, I think it's so interesting to find these sorts of people and just, you know, realise, yes, they exist. It's very strange to me, but very entertaining to mess with either way. I don't know, I feel like when you do say stuff like that, you're almost inviting it to come, because the natural reaction is this guy serious? Like, is he actually gonna be offended by that sort of crap? I mean, you think it's disrespectful to do a kicking animation to someone in a video game? Okay, well, that's fair enough. But, obviously that's me being sarcastic when I say that's fair enough. I mean, okay, well, if you think that's kind of sensible, then whatever you think, mate. But, anyway, I suppose I will go and find a new room to join, which doesn't look like that's going to be an easy task unless I am willing to wait. This guy is just embarrassing, look at him. Like, if any of you have watched Naruto, you'll know how embarrassing this guy is. He's making all of these references to Naruto. Like, what the hell is the deal with this guy? I mean, that's really funny to me. I mean, there's two very bizarre people that I've managed to meet today. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I was going to do this on camera, by the way. The reason why this is just, I mean, this is just going to be a brief thing that I'll show. This is an example of the sort of stuff that I record, yet never keep in the videos. But anyway, I'll see you guys when I get back to recording for this part, I suppose. Oh, it's actually, wow, there's people in here today. I mean, what time is it? It's 10 AM in the morning for me, and, I mean, I could have sworn that I've come online at this time before and it has not been this busy, so I don't know what's getting everyone to come online this time, but, there's a bit of action, and that's probably going to be pretty useful for us. So this room is actually entitled, Help, or Helping, what is it again? It's, yeah, Helping. And the one guy who needs the help, who is Hunter Rank 6, is currently surrounded by high Hunter Ranks. He's got the host of the room, who's at, what is that, 252? Am I reading that right? Yeah, I am. 252, then there's me, 335, and then Mark, 157. So, yeah, he's got a pretty good team of people helping him here, because I'm assuming he's the one who needs the help. He's Hunter Rank 6, so... Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Random Hunts in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm not too sure if it's still part 29 or it's now part 30, I really don't know, but it's one of those two. And it is also the 23rd of October 2017 as I'm recording this. So, we're actually doing a Hunter Rank 3 quest right now. This is sort of like a room designed to help people. The one guy who needs help is Hunter Rank 6, and the rest of us are well above Hunter Rank 100, kind of helping him out, but he's giving us a Hunter Rank 3 quest to do, which seems like a bit of a waste. But, yeah, anyway, I was kind of expecting something different, but, oh well. This is the Flooded Forest Free-for-All, which involves a Royal Ludroth, a Go-Bull, and a Lagiacrus. Now, I'm not too sure if they're all in the same area, or kind of in the area at the same time. When I say in the same area, you know what I mean. In the same general place, the Flooded Forest, at the same time. But, I'm starting to think that this is not the case simply because I haven't spotted the Lagiacrus in this general area, which would indicate to me that it will spawn later. I wasn't necessarily trying to fight the Lagiacrus first, it's just I was closest to where the Lagiacrus probably would be hanging out. I'm once again using the hammer, which is not really typical of me, but I'm trying to make it a little bit more typical, because I do enjoy using the hammer. I just haven't really done it too much on camera for some reason. Maybe I just haven't been in the mood, I'm not too sure. Maybe I don't understand my own mind. It's kind of scary, isn't it? If I don't understand my own mind, who will? No one. That's the reality. But anyway, don't know why I'm getting into strange philosophical conversations in a Monster Hunter video, but are they in Area 4, or where are they? I think they're in Area 4. If I'm getting the number correct. Once again, I can't really remember the numbers. I remembered them back in Try. I mean, this is one of the Try areas here, the one that was introduced in Try. But, or is that correct? No, yeah, that is correct. That was weird. I was just having a weird moment there. Of course it was introduced in Try. Because I was thinking, no, this was in Portable Third as well, and then I remembered that, wait, Portable Third actually came after Try. What am I thinking? I had a huge brain fart there, but anyway. Thinking Portable Third came before Try simply because it was a portable Monster Hunter, but anyway. Can you stop hitting me, Mark? I hit him back in return, there you go. We're going to destroy these enemies, or monsters more specifically, so quickly it's not even going to be a fight, but the reason why I said enemies instead of monsters is because when I play games that aren't Monster Hunter games, I generally refer to enemies as monsters, and so I'm kind of now subconsciously telling myself, don't say monster, say enemy. But now that I'm actually playing Monster Hunter, I need to be saying monster, not enemy. It's really stupid, but anyway. It is confusing because, of course, all enemies in Monster Hunter are indeed monsters, so you just refer to any sort of enemy as a monster. Sometimes the word monster doesn't really apply, or it doesn't really work for all of the monsters that you actually fight. I mean, yeah, sure, that can be a monster, but when you're fighting, say, I was going to say an eardrome, that doesn't even exist in this game, but okay. How about if you're fighting a great jaggy? Like, do you really look at that and say, oh, that's a monster? No, not really. It looks more like a dinosaur. Monster just doesn't really feel like it works with that, but I think part of the reason why that's the case is because maybe the Japanese word for monster is not quite as specific as the English version of the word. So while it does have the English use of monster in the Japanese name even, it's the same in Japan as it is in the English versions. It's Monster Hunter, that's just what it's always been called. But perhaps the Japanese version of that word is just not quite so specific. So maybe, is it kaiju? I think that's what monster stands for. Or what it translates to in Japanese. But kaiju could be something different as well. I'm not too sure. But assuming that kaiju is the Japanese word for monster, I suppose that could refer to a lot more things than Monster Hunter World. No, because apparently the PC version for Monster Hunter World is coming out after the console version, so I'm not really ready for it, because I'll probably be, you know, hanging around for like 5 months while everyone else is enjoying the game while I'm waiting for the thing. The reason why I'm waiting for the PC version, of course, is because I'm not interested in going out and buying the next generation consoles for it. We're all like, is it really in that direction? I think it's in this direction, guys, honestly. I think it's starting in Area 2, if I'm getting that area number correct. But, yeah, with Monster Hunter World, I did do an update video back when it was first announced, just kind of talking about it. In that update video, I was discussing whether or not I would be willing to buy a PS3, or PS4 rather. I have a PS3, obviously. But whether or not I'd be willing to get a PS4 for that. And I was more or less saying that I wasn't willing to do that. But at that time, it had not yet been announced, or at the very least, I wasn't yet aware of the fact that it was coming out on the PC. So because it is coming out on the PC and that I have a good PC to record it on, I will be buying it on the PC. I'm interested to see exactly what is going to happen with the Monster Hunter series with a game like this coming out, because it's more westernized, I feel. It's not quite so... I don't know. I don't really want to say too much about it. It could be anything. Could be really good, could be kind of average. It might... I don't want to get my hopes up because it might end up shattering my image of the Monster Hunter series. It might be too different, you know, I might feel a bit cheated by the game, but we'll have to see. I will just let time tell, basically. Once the thing is out, or the game, why am I saying something vague like thing? Once the game is out, I will indeed play it and find out for myself. I'm going to play it blind, of course. That is my intention. And, you know, whether or not it will be good will be decided at that time. I'm not going to try and guess whether or not it's going to be something for me. One thing that I can say for sure, though, is that the Monster Hunter series is not so much a thing that I'm interested in anymore, quite so much. Like, as far as the new games are concerned, I think that if I were to buy a new Monster Hunter game, it would have to be, like, a game in the vein of Monster Hunter World, because Monster Hunter World changes it quite a considerable amount. So I feel more interested in buying a new Monster Hunter if it's going to be different, which is kind of ironic. I'm worried about the series changing too much, yet I'm also worried about playing a game that's too different from how this series has been so far. Which sounds really, how do I say, trying to think of the word for it, but either way, it doesn't make sense, what I'm saying. But ultimately, if I am going to play a game, I do want it to kind of not be too different from the Monster Hunter that I know, because then I'll feel a little bit cheated. But at the same time, if I play the same game on repeat so many times, because basically the reason why I can't really get into new Monster Hunter games is because I don't really want to build up my character from scratch every single time. I've done it so many times so far that I just can't bring myself to do it again. But I can bring myself to do it for a game like Monster Hunter World, which doesn't feel like I'm having to start from scratch again, because it's different enough for me not to feel that way about it, if you understand. If you don't understand, then that's okay. I'm pretty confusing when I try to explain things, especially when it comes to how I think or how I feel. I'm pretty bad at explaining that stuff, but I think you guys get the general idea of what I mean. Either way, I'm not exactly holding my breath for the game, because it's still quite a ways away for me, I think. Once again, I don't really know how long it's going to take for it to come out on the PC, but hopefully it doesn't take much longer than 5 months, because, I mean, as long as I don't have to listen to people talking about it, if the game gets popular for whatever reason, then it probably will be talked about quite a bit, but I'm not hugely... Look, when it comes to the internet, I have to tell you that I am really not a part of the internet culture. It's true. The only people that I talk to on the internet are from my Discord server. I own a Discord server for anime fans, and we're just kind of like a small community, and quite honestly, I don't talk to anyone else on the internet apart from them. I don't know any sort of internet culture. I don't know about any of this weird SJW stuff that seems to be running the internet these days, and all the strange YouTube drama that goes on. I only hear about this from them, you know. I don't have anything to do with that. So the current state of the internet is very much like something that has nothing to do with me. I don't know what goes on. So therefore, you know, popular games, if the internet's talking about it, I'm not necessarily going to know about it unless the people on my Discord talk about it, and they might not. The guy who actually enjoyed Monster Hunter in my server actually ended up leaving, so yeah, I'm probably not going to hear anything about it when it does come out, Monster Hunter World. But like I said, if it gets really popular within the gaming community, it may very well happen. And I definitely think there is a possibility for that, because A, it's a more westernized version of the game, and B, it's going to be on the PS4. That alone, even if it didn't come out on the Xbox One. I mean, I don't know if it's coming out on the Xbox One, it probably is. Most likely, but if it were coming out on the Xbox One, I don't think it would mean anything. But if it's coming out on the PS4, then yeah. Because of course no one really plays on the Xbox One. I really do wonder how the Xbox One is performing, generally. Once again, I haven't paid attention since the thing was actually announced. I don't know anything about the Xbox One. And I don't really know much about the PS4 either. But one thing that I do know is that the PS4 is kind of the dominant console. It's not even so much a competition anymore. It used to be a whole Xbox 360 versus PS3 thing going on, but now it's kind of unanimous, yeah, the Xbox One isn't that great. Whereas the PS4 is kind of where you want to be, as far as console gaming is concerned. But and then obviously the Switch. I mean, I don't know who the hell's talking about the Switch. I don't know anything about the Switch either. Once again, my knowledge of the Switch is purely limited to what was announced on release, or before release even. Just the original announcement is what I know about the Switch, and then also talks about the actual portable screen thing having issues, like it breaks easily, or there's some kind of fault with it, manufacturing fault. That is all I've heard about the Switch. I don't know anything else about it, and I feel that the fact that I haven't heard anything about it might be an indication that it's not doing too well, but I could be wrong about that as well. I don't exactly have my finger to the pulse when it comes to gaming news, because I'm not really a gamer. I don't consider myself a gamer. The only games that I play are the ones that I record, and I don't play anything else. And you tell me if they're new games that I'm recording. They're not, at all. They're actually pretty old, most of them. I will on occasion play newer sort of games for series that I've been playing for a long time, but I'm not going to play like a... What the hell is that? Captain's IOU? What on earth is that? Obviously, that's really amazing. I haven't done this quest before. This must be something that creates a weapon. Is this the Rising Soul? Is that what it's called? Because that existed in Trine. I did see that it was also in this game, but I never bothered getting it because I wasn't really interested in getting that. But it was a pretty good lightning longsword back in Trine. I'm going to make sure that that's what it is, because I have a feeling that that is what it's going to be, because I haven't received any tickets for the Rising Soul in this game. So I do have a feeling that's what it's going to be. Let's have a look. We will forge weapons, longsword. What do we got? Nothing? Nothing marked as new. Am I going insane or what? Okay, maybe it's not that. What do we got? We're just looking for new weapon creations. Huh. Just trying to see here what it could possibly be, because I'm not too sure. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's an armor set? Oh, hold on. Blue tail. Huh? Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, okay, so this is the Azure Rathalos lands, I suppose, yeah, there you go. That's why I was thinking, wait, what? The blue tail is actually, what? I was really confused for a moment there. But, I'm not seeing anything. Could be a bow gun or a bow, I'm not sure. Nothing else is marked as new. I've got no idea what it is. Is it an armor set? Must be an armor set. I'll look for chest pieces. I have to remember that it's high rank, so I'll have to go all the way over here. Alright, well I'll have to find out later, I suppose, like what on earth that actually is. I don't know at all. Mark left the port. I'm not too sure what that Captain's IOU thing is, and what it's used for. Maybe it'll be in the item description, I should double check that. It will be in my box here. I'm just interested. Isn't it interesting that something like this is new to me, even though I've been playing this game for so long? And I'm hunter rank 335 and I've never seen this thing. So where are the tickets? They're usually at the back, aren't they? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking through this stupid area. So it's like pink, isn't it? Captain's IOU. Grants you permission to forge new armor. Okay, well I don't know where that is. I assumed that it must have been armor. Lord Zor, are you joining? Yeah, I am. Can you wait half a second, you fuckwit? Anyway. I don't want to get my keyboard off the ground to talk to your stupid ass. Of course I'm coming. I'm going to wait for... You know, there are a lot of people on the server today. This is a 100 population room right now. So just wait for 3 fucking people, or other than yourself. I mean, you know, 4 in total, 3 other people. But, okay, let's find out what the armor is. Yeah, see, just fucking wait, dickhead. Don't be in a rush to go on the quest. You're not playing Monster Hunter 3. No, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, rather. You are playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm looking for new thing. Oh, here we go. Shadow Shades. Oh, there you go. Those existed in Try as well, I'm pretty sure. Didn't they? Yeah, they did. I'm quite sure. Do they have an effect in this game? Well, stun plus 14, is that right? Well, there you go. Okay, well those Shadow Shades are a thing, and I'm quite sure that they did exist in Try as well. Anyway.